Most Canadian seniors don't realize this until it's too late. You spend thousands fixing something in your home. Maybe it's a safer bathroom, a new entryway, or even changes in your kitchen, and only months later, someone casually mentions, "You know you could have claimed that on your taxes, right?" And suddenly, that sinking feeling hits. Because what if you didn't just miss a small benefit? What if you left thousands of dollars behind without even knowing it existed? Today, we're going to fix that. But there's a catch, and it's important. Because while there is a tax credit worth up to $3,000 for Canadian seniors, not everyone actually receives that money. And if you don't understand how it works before you spend, you could be planning around money that will never show up. So let's break this down clearly, simply, and honestly, so you know exactly where you stand. First, what is this $3,000 credit? There's a federal program in Canada called the Home Accessibility Tax Credit. Now don't let the name fool you. Most people hear accessibility and assume it only applies to extreme cases, like wheelchair ramps or major disability renovations. That's not true. This credit is designed to support everyday improvements that make a home safer or easier to live in as you age. And here's the key number. You can claim up to $20,000 in eligible expenses per year and receive 15% back. That means a maximum of $3,000, not as a rebate check automatically, but as a reduction in the taxes you owe. And that detail matters more than most people realize. But we'll come back to that. Who actually qualifies? There are two simple ways to qualify. First, age. If you are 65 or older by the end of the tax year, you're eligible. No medical paperwork required. Second, if you qualify for the disability tax credit, you can claim this at any age. And there's something else many families miss. This credit doesn't just apply to you. If you're making changes to your home for a parent, spouse, or relative who qualifies, those expenses can still count. So if an older family member lives with you and you're improving the home to support them, this credit could apply to your situation too. Now here's where most people lose money. What actually qualifies? Because this is where assumptions cost people thousands. Let's keep it simple. If the change makes the home safer, more accessible, or reduces the risk of injury, it may qualify. That includes things like walk-in showers or bathtubs, grab bars and railings, non-slip flooring, wider doorways, stair lifts or ramps, better lighting in hallways or stairs, lever-style door handles, raised toilets, even certain entryway modifications, like improving access at the front door, can count. And yes, parts of a kitchen renovation can qualify too, if they're designed to improve accessibility. Now pause for a second, because this is where many people make a costly mistake. Just because you renovate something doesn't mean it qualifies. Cosmetic upgrades don't count. Things like painting, decorative changes, or general repairs won't be eligible. It has to serve a clear purpose related to safety or accessibility. And if you're not sure, always confirm before you spend, not after. Here's something most people never hear. You may be able to claim the same expense twice. Yes, legally. There's another tax credit in Canada called the Medical Expense Tax Credit, and in some cases, the exact same renovation, if it's medically necessary, can qualify under both programs. That means one expense, two different tax benefits. Now, the exact amount depends on your personal tax situation, so it's not something to guess. But there's one simple question you should always ask. Can this expense be claimed under both credits? Because that one question could significantly increase what you get back. But now we need to talk about the part nobody likes, because this is where expectations can fall apart. This $3,000 credit is non-refundable, and that changes everything. Here's what that means in plain English. It reduces the tax you owe, but it does not create a payment. So if you owe $2,000 in taxes, you might reduce that to zero, but you won't receive the remaining amount as cash. And if you owe no tax at all, then the credit doesn't pay anything. Zero. Now think about that for a moment. Many lower income seniors, especially those relying mainly on government benefits, often don't owe income tax, which means the people who may need help the most could receive the least benefit from this specific credit. That's not an opinion, it's simply how the system works. So, what should you do if that's you? This is where smart planning makes all the difference. Step 1. Find out if you actually owe tax. Don't assume. Check your latest notice of assessment or speak with a tax professional. Step 2. Look beyond federal credits. Some provinces offer their own programs, and a few of them are refundable. That means you can receive money even if you don't owe tax. And step 3, this is the big one. Look into local or municipal programs, because in many cases, these can be far more valuable than tax credits. Some offer grants, others provide forgivable loans for home improvements. These programs are often designed specifically for lower income seniors. But here's the problem. Most people never hear about them because they're not part of the federal tax system. They're run at the local level. And unless you go looking for them, they're easy to miss. There's also a timing strategy most people overlook. The $20,000 limit is per year, not per project, not per lifetime, per year. So if you're planning a larger renovation, how the work is scheduled can affect how much you can claim. For example, if everything is done in 1 year, you may hit the limit quickly. But if the work is genuinely spread across 2 years, you may be able to claim more overall. Now, to be clear, this isn't about manipulating dates or doing anything improper. It's about planning ahead when projects are naturally staged over time. And that's a conversation worth having before any work begins. And before you move forward, don't skip this part. Documentation matters a lot, because a tax credit without proof isn't a credit. Always make sure you have a proper invoice, the contractor's business details, a clear description of the work, a record of payment, and if your project includes both accessibility work and general upgrades. Ask for itemized invoices. It makes a big difference if your claim is ever reviewed. So let's bring this all together. There is a real opportunity here, a legitimate tax credit that can help offset the cost of making your home safer and more comfortable. But it's not automatic, and it's not the same for everyone. Some people will benefit significantly. Others may need to look at different programs entirely. The key is knowing where you stand before you spend. Here's what I want you to do next. Think about your home. Is there something you've been putting off? A change you know would make life easier, but you've been waiting because of the cost? Now ask yourself, could that project qualify? And more importantly, are you planning it the right way to actually benefit? If this video helped you understand something you didn't know before, take a moment to like it. It really helps the channel reach more people who need this information. And if you want clear, simple updates on Canadian benefits, taxes, and programs that affect seniors, make sure you subscribe, because sometimes the difference between missing out and making the most of what's available is just knowing where to look.